Today we have witnessed the 200th Zoom meeting inauguration, and we have come up a long way in the last 200 years. The greatest thing we could achieve is we could bring under one umbrella the whole homeopathic fraternity in this globe. This is the greatest achievement we had in the last 200 years. And it is for the first time that we have a Zoom meeting uninterruptedly, continuously on homeopathy for the last 200 days. I think this is the first effort by any homeopathic organization to bring together the people, all the doctors together under one umbrella, and even to disseminate their knowledge and practice among themselves and also to the lovers of homeopathy. 200 days back, I still remember, I recall that our Faisal Melody, Firoz, Jiti, and our backend team, Faisal, these were the people who came with the idea of an international forum to propagate homeopathy and to promote homeopathy in this world. As everybody knows, homeopathy has become the number 2 system in the world. It is not our finding, but it's the finding of the World Health Organization. But still, in many countries, we are in the infant stage. And if we join hands, everybody will be benefited, and homeopathy we will be able to, together we will be able to bring homeopathy to the higher levels. We all know that homeopathy is the youngest science, medical science in this world. When we look at the Ayurvedic system of medicine or Chinese system of medicine, which are more than 5,000 years old, and the orthodox allopathic system of medicine also older, we have only we are the youngest, just 225 years old. But still, in this last 225 years, we could show to the world that we are the number 2 or the first alternative system in this world. This is not a small achievement. In 225 years, no other medical system could achieve this level. This is not our finding. As I said, WHO has, or the World Health Organization has been looking at us skeptically, suspiciously for so many years. And now in 2019, they have come up with a report saying that homeopathy is there or practiced in 100 countries. And one of the findings which we see is when you look at the medical systems like Ayurveda or Chinese medicine, we are well ahead of them. That's also the finding of World Health Organization. But at the same time, there are areas which we are lagging behind, where we have to improve a lot. And in the last 25 years or 30 years, India is the leader in the field of homeopathy. How we became the leader of homeopathy in this world is a lesson for the other countries to follow. If India is the main country for homeopathy, capital of homeopathy in India is in Kerala. We have the best institutions. We have the best colleges. We have the number 1 pharmaceutical company in the world, homeopathic pharmaceutical company in the world. And we have the homeopathy pharmacy courses. And in every aspect, we have come up in a big way. A small country, a small state like in Kerala, which is only 600 kilometers from one end to the other. We have 1,170 government dispensaries, government institutions. It's not a small achievement. We have a research center which has world standards. And that's why I said we have come up a long way. And what we want now is to spread this throughout the world, to the other countries also. And we are a role model which can be aped by or copied by the other countries in this world. When I went to several countries looking for what is going on in the field of homeopathy, what I have seen is everywhere there is homeopathy, but in a scattered manner. A practice also in different levels. And what we need now is we have to spread, we have to tell the world that how we came up in this in India and how we became or we reached this level where we have the government patronage. We have two main departments under the government of India, like Central Council of Homeopathy, which guides and looks into the standard of education and practice of homeopathy. We have another department under the government of India, that is the Central Council for Research in Homeopathy, which has around 30 centers around the world and has a journal which publishes many research findings on homeopathy. But still we know that many people don't know this. The whole world doesn't know that. This is a big problem. Many people used to ask this question when a pandemic or epidemic comes. People ask this question, where is the evidence? The evidence is there, but it is not for the people who close their eyes. It is not for the people who with a prejudiced mind. We have the evidences, but you should have at least some blue blood in you to know and accept it. This is what is happening now. So, but one thing is there, now this pandemic, that is the corona pandemic, has affected the whole world. And very sadly, so many deaths have happened. But one thing we would like to highlight is the countries where the alternative systems are strong, the percentage or the number of deaths are just 10% of the whole world. If you look at America, where homeopathy was banned in 1920s, or when the 22 homeopathic medical colleges in North America was closed down because of the Flexner Committee report, and now how they are suffering. The highest casualties in this pandemic is in America. Why? I think because of after this pandemic is over, rethinking will come in the field of medicine. And one of the greatest thing I have heard is, I have come across is, even WHO is saying that symptomatic treatment should be adopted. We were saying this from the very beginning. Symptomatic treatment, that is homeopathy. Homeopathy is the one which prescribes on the symptoms. And symptomatic treatment, even WHO is advocating. Second point, which the World Health Organization now says is the general immunity should be enhanced. See, there was a long-term conflict between this specific immunity and the this herd or general immunity. We were always saying this. Hahnemann was saying from the very beginning that you have to see the whole body. It's a holistic system. It's a holistic system where you have to see the mind and the physical body together. And the general immunity is the most important one. A cure can take place only by enhancing this general immunity, which is there inherent in every living being in this world. And now the medical field has come to a stage where they couldn't do anything. And now they are accepting our concept of general immunity. Always this conflict was there, whether we should go for the specific immunity towards certain things, certain harmful bacteria, virus, or parasite, or whether we should go for the general immunity. So this situation has proved that this situation has helped for a rethinking in the field of medicine and in the public, among the public, so that the next time at least they will accept the importance of homeopathy. And slowly the world over has taken our preventive arsenic album through Flipkart or Amazon or somewhere they have been selling it. Anyway, it has opened, it was an eye-opener for the whole world. The whole world, we know that many other fields have developed a lot in the last so many years because of the scientific inventions and all. But at the same time, the health standards are going down and down. We know that after the age of 40, many in the world population are living with the tablets. And they have given a beautiful name, lifestyle diseases. Now they have, this pandemic gave an opportunity for a rethinking in the field of medicine. The stream which they were following cannot combat these parasites or the smallest virus. A single virus can defeat the stream of thinking in medicine. And now people will look for the alternatives. So this has proved certain things, and I think will change and change. And then this pandemic has brought us all together. When homeopathy is at risk or homeopathy is facing a lot of opposition, the real homeopaths will come forward. The people who are dedicated for the development of homeopathy will come forward. They will unite and they will extend their hands to the other doctors in other countries also. And we have provided an umbrella. This is only a beginning and it's not the end also. We have miles to go before we sleep. But still, this will go on and on. We have already ignited that flame, and this flame will go on and on and on. Maybe we are small in number. They can attack homeopathy, but they cannot destroy homeopathy. You know, in America also, in 1920s, they closed down the 22 homeopathic medical colleges. And now what happened? We have 25 academies in America, 10 homeopathic pharmaceutical companies in America. And we have homeopathic pharmaceutical companies in many countries of the world. It is not because of the government support or any support from the politicians or from the scientific community or from any corporates in the field of medicine. Homeopathy has grown in its own leg, and it has come up in a big way. Nobody can stop us. Of course, they can attack us, but cannot destroy us. Homeopathy will go on and on and on. And we are just the propagators. We are trying. We know that we have a lot, many miles to go, but we have made a beginning that will be written in the golden letters in the history of homeopathy. And this is a movement where we have started it, and this will go on. And in the coming years, we will celebrate 2,000, 20,000, and 2 lakh Zoom meetings. I invite our Dr. Binduraj to say a few words before we start the session at 10 p.m. Thank you.